What? we just automatically just turn the camera on right in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, what's it got? What are you working on? Honda? What's a Honda doing?
Honda? I don't know. You tell me.
Woo! We're working on the Type R today. Have you heard the saying?
A Type R.
It ain't a Type car unless this is Type R.
Oh man, getting feisty with the words this morning.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
We are back, and we got Riley hanging out with us again today, thankfully. This lovely smoke in our air, causing it to be hazardous. Lets me hang out with best friend.
No work. Got something to do.
So, we are working on this beautiful 2019 Type R today, and we have some goodies to do on it. I have worked on this car before. I did make the video, and unfortunately, you guys never got to see it. So, we're gonna adapt to it right now. And what we had done on the car before is we did this nice engine intake on here, and we did a Remus second part of the downpipe. It wasn't the actual downpipe. It might be called a test pipe on here, but it was a Remus part of the downpipe underneath the car, and a full Remus controlled exhaust that actually has like a remote and you can open it up. It's pretty cool. You can make it louder or quieter. Definitely makes it nice for a daily driver. So now today we have some cool things that we're gonna be doing to this thing. He wants to go to the next level with the car, and I don't blame him. So he got, obviously, Honda Flash Pro for it, so he can, for one, tune the car, and two, we got a new catless downpipe for the car. I have to take a look to see which one he got. I want to say it was PRL, but I'll have to double check. I know we got the PRL new intercooler for this thing, so that's going to help out tremendously. It has one of those really small plastic end cap intercoolers on it from the factory, so having the new PRL, which has billet end caps, nice piece. I'll be showing you guys that. And shout out to my guys at Rampage Fab. They did a beautiful inlet for this thing, so we're going to be putting that on here. I'm going to get those parts out and show you, but it is going to be a titanium inlet there to the turbo, and it is a really nice piece. So we are doing inlet, downpipe, intercooler, and the tuner. We will not be tuning this car. I actually went ahead and pushed him to go to Kaizen speed, which he does have an appointment to get the thing tuned. I was going to have him originally go to Speed Factory, and if anybody knows Hondas in the game, Speed Factory is #1 in the game. And unfortunately, they don't do tuning anymore, so that's when I went ahead and sent him to the next best, which would be Kaizen speed, and he has an appointment there on the 20th, so we need to get this thing together. Should be able to get it all taken care of today, and then he'll get ready for his appointment. So let's grab the parts out of the car and get started on this thing. How's that go?
What? Oh, dude, you gotta fix the stencil.
Oh, come on. You did that.
Oh, no, I did not do that. Gosh darn Eric.
Oh.
Dude, we're gonna fancy this right up. Look at that.
And cut.
Full send. I didn't notice he was flipped up.
All right, stop messing around. We got the parts all laid out. Here is this beautiful Rampage piece here that I already mounted on the car. As you can tell, we have dual inlets here. Come on, man, just give it back. There. Rampage number 76. Of course, it doesn't want to focus. There you go. So, for any of you looking to get this inlet, this will be linked down in the description. This is a titanium inlet by, obviously, Rampage there. So we're going to be installing that today on here. That's a very nice piece, very light, and it actually has a PLM downpipe on here. This is that other portion I was talking about that we had already put on the car by, by Remus. So I don't believe we're going to be putting this part on. We're probably just going to be using the downpipe portion of this, which will be right here, and trying to stay back far enough so you can see it. Looks like a really nice piece. Has some nice welds on there. Everything looks good. Has brackets to retain the factory heat shield. Seems like a lot of people do that with these Type Rs. No clue why. Heat shields suck. But there's our Honda Flash Pro, which he's going to need that to tune this thing. And moving over to the most beautiful piece that, well, you just had to fix, reinvent, redesign.
Yeah, it'll still look good.
But PRR cut.
PRR.
PRL, I just destroyed that clip. We have a PRL front mount intercooler for this, and they give you a stencil here to put it on the intercooler, which we'll definitely do once we figure out which freaking way this thing goes. And this thing is beautiful, guys. I mean, look at those end tanks. Billet aluminum. This thing will focus away on there. You can still see the cut marks, but this thing is definitely a nice piece. So we will be getting that on. To get that on, obviously we will be pulling the front bumper, and since we're trying to be good with our health, we are in the garage. No smoke in here. You can hear our ventilated system running in the background, aka AC. And to start off today, we need to get this thing up in the air, and then from there we're gonna get the engine intake out of our way. We will need to take off this inlet pipe here and then start working on that downpipe. So that's what we're going to start with. You guys are going to see that, so let's get to it.
Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feeds inside the photos, so official with the vibe, you can't fuck up my zone. Hold on for a minute, let me count mine. You know, they throwin' salt on my name. Ooh, they let it throw shade, cause a young nigga paid. Family straight, diamonds in my chain, I'm just doing my thing. Nuts just dragging, nothing here average, and far above that shit, simple and plain. Ballin' when it's sunny, but I keep some cheddar stack for the rain. Yeah, I keep some cheddar stack for the rain. Save with some fees and they all on my G. Rollin' my lap, pouring my drink. Team, me too, everybody at the table. They came a long way from that bootleg cable. Nigga me losing, there ain't no way. My homie just died and they cried for days. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feeds inside the photos, so official with the vibe and can fuck up my zone. Hold on for a minute, let me count mine. You know. Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feeds inside the photos, so official with the vibe and can fuck up my zone. Hey, hold on for a minute, let me count mine. You know. Count my money while I'm counting these blessings. Minor setbacks, those were just lessons. Moving too fast, had to set a pace. Complete my goals, shit ain't no race. Hennessy straight, I'm only chasing money. Smart nigga, mama ain't raised no dummy. Staying drama free, but if you bring it, we can run it. As a youngin', I learned bullshit about nothing. Nigga me losing, there ain't no way. My homie just died and they cried for days. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Nigga me losing, there ain't no way. My homie just died and they cried for days. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Tomorrow ain't promised, I put that on my mama. Yeah, ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feeds inside the photos, so official with the vibe and can fuck up my zone. Hold on for a minute, let me count mine. You know. Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding.
Now we got that downpipe out of our way and our charge pipe as well, as you guys just saw. One thing to point out that's kind of weird, and Riley thought this was weird too, there really is no turbo manifold for your turbo, because your turbocharger is right here, and it really just bolts right to the head with 4 bolts. Kind of weird how they did it. Not conventional, right? We know what we would do. Make a 4-bolt adapter here, and then just put a V-band there and put big turbo. That's what this thing needs.
Big turbo.
Yeah, big turbo. Bye-bye small stock turbo. One day. Maybe he'll do it. But here is our comparison. Aside here, obviously there's our old charge pipe, and I set our new one over there. But here is the downpipe, and you look at the difference, and man, there's a big difference. Obviously, that one's freaking huge. This one is not, and this one has no cat in it. So we already got that on off of the car. We're gonna get this one back on, and then we can move on to doing that beautiful new charge pipe and then the intercooler. Oh look, he's got our charge pipe for us. Let's just compare. Ta-da! There they are, side by side. obviously looks pretty much the same in diameter. Honda did a really good job at making that piece there. This, I think, more for looks, which is definitely a nice looking piece, but it will definitely complement the engine bay well. Now, let's get that thing thrown in. Making ways through this, we did get that new Rampage titanium charge pipe in there. We got our intake obviously back on. We did get that new downpipe in there. The thing was quite the chore. That was fun, needless to say. What are your opinions of it?
Make sure you always look in the box.
There was an extra piece for one of the O2 sensors down there. See if I can get you guys a view or not of it. But you can see there's a 90 piece on that down there. Yeah, that was a later found out. So we had to actually take this thing back out of here to put that deal back in there, and that was fun. So make sure you don't forget that. Other than that, everything went good. It's all back together. We can start to get this bumper off the front of the car here, and then we can get access to the intercooler to change that out. So let's get this bumper off. We got that bumper off and the intercooler all unbolted. We're going to show you the difference in size here. Riley, will you be so kind to bring that over? He is coming over here. We are going to see the difference in size. I'm going to take that off. So we have the stock Civic Type R versus the PRO. That is definitely like twice the size of it. Now that we know which route this needs to go, we're going to go ahead, get this PRO, I keep wanting to say P&O, sticker on here. And look at that, it's made by Molly. Woo! Should be the car's name. Alright, we're going to get that all painted up, get that put on the car, and show you guys what it looks like. Just finished up. Bam! You can too tell. Look at that, guys. We got that intercooler all the way on the car. Everything's all back together. Thing is ready to go back, and you can definitely tell it has a nice intercooler down there now. Looks good. Everything went straight forward. What do you think?
I like it.
No, it looks really good. So that is going to wrap up this video. Hopefully it's not too short for you guys, but this thing definitely sounds good and looks good now. So he's going to go ahead and get this thing tuned. I will update you guys a little bit later on what it makes for power. Not too sure what it's going to make since this isn't really a platform I usually work with consistently. So I will keep you guys updated. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the